You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Pleasant good morning and welcome to Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live on Liberty Television, our Facebook, YouTube, and your website. Today now the 5th day inside May 2025. We are bring to you this edition of the program. My name is Al Hassan Kouma.
And Mina Mebel Kaba, good morning. Well, inside this Monday edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV, we can go now updates regarding the current situation in Yenga. As we see on the 3rd of this month, the government of Sierra Leone been sent a delegation for go talk to the people where na Salon people where reside in other parts of the country. What's the outcome of this particular engagement, and also waiting at the way forward as we been get reports from the reports where we been get last week. Reports will be met with that people where in Yenga, where na Salon people they don't left them community, then defend other community them for good tap, because according to them, they may come out and then community then because they afraid of their safety after we then say then see plenty soldier man them from the Guinea side where been they take over Yenga. What's now the current situation? What's in the government of Sierra Leone plan for do for ensure say Salon gain back this piece of land? As we all know, say Yenga na been sideway the Guinea soldier man the way been ka help Salon war been deployed. But after the war been done, then soldier man we been come out Guinea not be ever left again. And up till now, government of Salon be done they get negotiation with Guinea for let them go able for go back na then country and left Yenga, but they not be done left yet. And even at some points, they be done erect permanent structure na Yenga we make the one them where they do agriculture work na that parts of the country from Salon be done they get plenty challenge with the Guinean security them. Reach a point around the 27th of April, information we meet with that them been fire gunshots from the Guinea side. And the Salon side not be retaliate, because they say the authorities them from Salon not be allow them for do so. Well, what's now the current situation in all of this? And that's what we discuss in this edition of the Breakfast Show. And also we get lots of other updates where we go bring you na the program this morning.
Continue for the program na the Liberty Breakfast Show. It can see you live na Liberty Television, our Facebook, YouTube, and our website. You will be part of the program through you go save a text message to the number +23274 200 545, or you drop your comment na the platform we say you watch we. Just like you don't listen from Mabel, we bring you the current situation where they happen at Yenga, a small village na the Kailaon region, where Salon in Guinea definitely the fight for that particular land. All this plus other issues inside the program. And for Kai we discuss about this important issue inside the program this morning, we got to talk with the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chegnoba, and as well we go also talk with Abdul M. Fatoma, when are the Chief Executive for Chadi, that they will get for discuss with inside this edition of the program. We will look at the very first item inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
All right, and for the first issue we look at the Breakfast Show this Monday morning, we're going to court Osai Magistrate Santigi Bangura and the Freetown Magistrate Court number 2 send 137-year-old Ebudu Chukwu Augustine go to the Male Correctional Center for where police allege say other people and be take over $40,000 from one Destiny mentor. Well, for more on this, let me join Mariatu Sharif Asigo reports.
57-year-old Ebudu Chukwu Augustine don't appear before Magistrate Santigi Bangura and the Freetown Magistrate Court number 2. For where police alert say he been take over $40,000 from one Destiny mentor where he no say not to in own. The accused that now before the court on 2 count charge them, whether it's for do with conspiracy to defraud, and obtaining money by false pretense, contrary to Section 32(1) of the Lasting Act of 1916. According to the particulars of offence na that, between March 1st to March 19 this year, na Stanford Lodge Hill Station, na the western part na Freetown, the accused been joined hand together with Simeon Sanko and other one them for take but $48,000 from one businessman when a Destiny mentor and tell am say e get 2 kilograms of gold bars for sale. When the court be reading charges to the accused, the magistrate not been take any plea from him. Now lawyer Eture and in team, they represent the accused in this case. Magistrate Santigi Bangura not been agree for gibel to the accused and been sent him go back na the male correctional center. For Liberty Online TV, me na Maria to Sheriff.
All right, from that court report we Matu Sheriff puts together, they watch the breakfast show. It can to you live na Liberty Television, now we Facebook, YouTube, and we website. In case you just join me, we bring you the current situation will happen na Yenga as issues down the spark between Sierra Leone and that of Guinea for that particular land day. But of course, we will continue with the breakfast show. We'll bring you more item and more information with regards to this edition of the breakfast show.
All right, and remember, so if you get any question for ask or comments for make regarding the issue we discussed at the breakfast show this morning, you can send them to +23274200545. We tell you say on the 3rd of this month, the government of Sierra Leone been send a delegation we go na Yenga for go talk to the people them we did it. Because last week information we been between that people be the left and community them. They find other community them for go tap force because then see them be scared of their safety. Because of the security them where them they see people in uniform from Guinea we been come na Yenga. Where according to the Sierra Leoneans them, video them we been go around, it was unusual because of the number of military people and where them been see. Well, follow we know how the government of Salon take all of this and also waiting at the message where they can go. So the people in Yenga, where the delegation been go, we go on the line now for talk to the Minister of Information and Civic Education, where na Chernobyl. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Mr. Ba.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. Information will be reach Liberty TV, and I guess so many people on the social media don't they see video clips. Although the information not too clear about what exactly be they happen. Now that last week, people wait up na Kisiteng chiefdom inside Kalaun district. Some of them be they left because they say then they afraid for their security. Where according to the video clips and where we see some people where we been talked to, then see a lot of personnel them from Guinea where they in uniform be they come for take over Yenga again, we make them be afraid for their safety and they move. Firstly, the government of Sierra Leone waiting on a makeup of this particular move where Sierra Leoneans them been so uncomfortable to a point where them be get for left and community them and they run for their safety.
Well, as you say, the government of Salon been sent a very high-level delegation led by no less a person than the Minister of Internal Affairs, who then gets the Office of National Security, the military commanders them, who then get the police, who then get the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, and others, for do a few things. One, for reassure the people in other area of government in commitments for resolve the Yenga issue. This is something that President Bill be very clear about. You know, Fabule for no say Yenga, this problem starts from Bakaba in Tem. It's going on for a long, long time. Whenever the territorial integrity of Salon, the country in territory is, other person can say they can take carry it military, occupy at the highest level of concern for the government of Salon. So this delegation, not so for saying the work they do, because plenty conversation they happen behind the scenes at the diplomatic level. In fact, this meeting will be taken along no River Union officials from Liberia, the Nakona River as well. We'll get another agreement, a small group there and as well. We take them all for say, how do we resolve these issues? We understand saying people then extremely concerned and then get a right for the concern. Then they afraid say the situation will escalate and it will lead to even further deterioration in the conditions every day. And most of them already affected economically because of the presence of the Guinean soldiers. They don't stop the free flow of people and goods, and so it gets an effect on the people and economically in that area there. So these are all some of the issues that we are aware of as a government. We go there for engage the people in the area, for let them understand what thing government they do, and also for listening to them. And I will tell you, say, the resolution, including from the ordinary people, is, yes, Guinea, now we sister country. The people already there, our brother and sister, them will not affect. We first option are diplomacy. And that diplomatic solution there, the young people in the Kisiton area, the young people in the coin group at this meeting, and in fact, the meeting also include the chief, then at the Guinea side, we cross the border, the first time we did I want to go and call number one. Then self they come. And when they come, then self they contribute and they say, dear, low friend we, low bring the tension down, low resolve the issue. So this is something that we're working on, and inshallah, there's the builder and commitment so we don't make sure we resolve this issue. I want to assure the people of this country. And I know say plenty of people on the way passionate about this issue. We want to see we go gung-ho, we want to see we show power, but we prefer Jojo over war. President Builder, a man of peace. So we try for resolve this issue in a peaceful way.
Trying for resolve the issue in a peaceful way, Mr. Minister, like you said, be agree at the beginning of your statement. This na issue we don't start from the days of the late former President Kaba, and up till now where President Biode na power. We make the big question where people ask is, waiting at this bottleneck, we don't make since then days to now. Salon not able for reclaim Yenga back, and there has been this continuous issue of the one way they be threatened of their security. Waiting they hold up for less Salon reclaim Yenga.
Border issues, land disputes are not new to Salon, and not unique to we. The issue them plenty. There's, conversations about Udage rights to the territory. Even the Guineans, and they know say this is Sierra Leone territory, and I know say them in Candy because of the war, and then they refuse to go back for different reasons. Part of the challenge, my sister, that Guinea, not like we are democratic states, where you get predictability and commitments to the same respect for full international laws. We also get multiple transitions in Guinea, including particularly undemocratic transitions. Seneca, you will see the tension go down. Seneca, you will see the posture change. You will realize, a different government come or a different military leader, they increase their posture, they try for show strength, and then we as a country, irrespective of who don't need that power, we don't be committed to democratic principles and to respecting international law, and for resolving this issue diplomatically and through international justice mechanisms. The Minister of Foreign Affairs been making clear in our press conference a few weeks ago, say Salon reserve the right to take this issue to the International Court of Justice. Salon reserve the right, obviously, for defend the country as well. And that's make, I want to family understand. Lots of waiting non lead to despair and displacement. Now, because we see, say, the Sierra Leone military increase the posture in the Yenga area, I want to be clear. The Salon military, they are Sokoma, and Sokoma are about 100, meters or so, less than 200 or meters away from Yenga, and a higher ground. So we see clearly, we get clear view. So Salon military, they increase the posture in the neighborhood, and make sure, say, in the past, Guinea, they not just get the area all to themselves, but I want to be clear, the Yenga town itself is occupied, and in the view of Sierra Leone, illegally by Guinean military forces. But a place that is inhabited by Sierra Leoneans, by Sierra Leonean citizens, Sierra Leonean chieftain, in fact, I one interview just now, we want by the town chieftain, they complain, say, they get for move because they're afraid, see, When we military themselves don't go occupy in Sokoma, the Guinea military themselves increase their posture. So people then begin worrying, say, oh, this is the time begin fight. In fact, we get reports say the Guinean authorities and the Guinean military they be fire 3 shots. Don't shoot at person, they be fire 3 shots. The night of April 26 for going to April 27. And at then they increase this tension, we make people afraid, they move away and all that. But that has been just a reaction to the Sierra Leone increased military presence in the area. But I want to be clear, it don't mean say Salone they prepare for Fete Guinea. President Bill would choose to avoid a military confrontation because we believe as a peaceful democratic states, we sit down at the Security Council of the United Nations, within at the Security Council of the African Union, where they lead on these issues. We believe, say, it's better for pursue and resolve this issue. And I want to tell the people, say, inshallah, we confident that the conversations really happen at the highest levels will very soon lead to some big breakthrough on the Yenga issue.
Yeah, Mr. Minister, just like you don't mention, you don't talk about diplomacy where the government of Sierra Leone they work on for resolve the issue na Yenga. But plenty people on the raise concern say Salone don't too more diplomatic in which the Guinean troop the way they na Yenga no they show that kind of concern say then they come in and grab places the way they're not supposed to do. So what do you think say the government could do with regard to if diplomacy no work for resolve the issue? Because plenty people raise concern say when Yenga Sierra Leone government for ensure say then claim at this point in time.
Yes, Sierra Leone government don't make clear which our claim. We know it's not our claim, don't and diplomatic. That's clear. You see, one who ensures with you international law require where I don't claim. We can go international courts of justice with the international assistance with the United Nations who come in and stop and you don't illegally take on another for take and for force them for return unto we. We know say war that the last option. We no one go at any point Sierra Leone with intention of avoid a military escalation with a sister neighboring country because again these two countries we share a lot in common. It's unfortunate that this illegal aggression don't continue, as I say, from the days of President Kaba. But President Bill don't say, go resolve this issue. And I want for the family and listen to that part. They say, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bill, he get it means, I notice say, I just want to let people pay attention. They can say, it been just go Gabon. We then can say the travel, only just go picture.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I did.
All right. You be coming broken, sir. But we get you now. Go ahead.
Please slow down. I say, them being the way you watch the picture where His Excellency go Gabon, you go realize say that first two day, not so in no more been the Guinean president and counterparts been the conversations are happening. Then they talk at a very high level. And we pray and hope, say, inshallah, the commitment to President Bill Gates will resolve this issue. It's a commitment we will see very clear, positive news on very soon.
How soon? Now the big question, because even before you come to the ministry, we don't interview your predecessor, time in and time out, whenever tension can arise na Yenga. And if we reach a point where the delegation be last go na Guinea, they for go engage them, the minister then been come and tell the public say they don't go get a very high level meeting and it's a positive outcome. We not go yeri hala hala again na Yenga. But in not say again, we yeri again the same thing they happen. How soon Sierra Leone and them within other parts of the country go really be safe on Salone reclaiming that parts of the country?
Unfortunately, my sister is slow.
Hello?
You get
Sir, Sorry, Mr. Minister, we seem for they lost you na the line.
You get now?
Yes, I get you now, please.
Okay. I say diplomacy, unfortunately, now a slow and a complex process, not a straight line. Sometimes then you get a little bit progress, and then sometimes then you get to the end. I want to ask one more.
Hello.
Yes.
We they get you, but you they come in broken. Hello. All right, they therefore get the Minister of Information and Civic Education on the line again. As it been told, we say they're on other official duty and they move. Now that's make they get some in and out. But we go try for link and back now the program as it be they talk about government's position regarding the Yenga issue. As according to President Bio, the whole very high level meetings with the Guinean authorities them for ensure say this issue be resolved. But how soon? Now the question where Liberty TV mean just ask them where will they try for get them and see if we go able to get the minister back. Yes, Mr. Minister.
Yes, I get you clear. So I hope you get me now.
Yes, we get you now.
Okay, yes. So as I say, in terms of the timing, the systems do setbacks. So don't put in place.
We're sorry, we really get a terrible connection from your end. I don't know if you get to it, Mr. Minister.
Let me move and see and get a better.
All right, the minister declared for changing reception. We go link them back shortly for let we continue the conversation regarding the government of Salone position on Yenga and waiting at the way forward, especially for the people them we tap na this part of the country as concern been grew up last week again. Also, we've been seeing the left-wing communities and because they not be they feel safe. Well, the government of Salone been sent a delegation there on the 3rd for go talk to the Sierra Leone and Guinea based day for reassurance say governments they work behind the scenes for ensure say Salone reclaim Yenga. We try for get the Minister of Information and Civic Education again, we na Chernobyl as they talk on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone regarding waiting and done they do so far for ensure say Salone reclaim Yenga. Yes, Mr. Minister, good morning again.
Good morning, Mabel. Did you get me now?
Yes, please, will get you loud and clear now.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, so as I say, in terms of timing, it's a complex process, but we committed and President Bio, the steps that we don't take, we believe say it will get a very positive outcome. And President Bio, in commitments, have been Selo Georgia at the end, not at the beginning. Now, one of the things in this way don't say, during a own tenure, it will resolve. And me, because certain things they want no jump in a public for cancer. I see some people they blast for this morning, then say we'll not put out a release, then say we'll not talk, then say we don't say this. I will say one thing. Since I don't be in this position, we don't be very careful about what they say. We couldn't jump for good talk in a public. We'll be very careful. And everything we will say, we'll vet them. Especially we come up from the ministry in official letterhead and we'll put out a statement. So we committed, we will be very thorough, and we can a public, we will make sure say we be guided and we stick to the fact. You know, me say we make mistake, I'm sure say person will pick out a mistake. But this Ministry of Information and Civic Education, under me on tenure as the minister, under President Bio in leadership, will not mislead the public, will not tell a lie. I will stand by that, and it's not possible that we deliberately misinform the public. We will never do that.
So from the negotiations them where Salone don they get with authorities them na Guinea. Now waiting at the grounds where they stand on, where make them believe say they now then get Yenga and they don't want for left day. Waiting at the grounds where they don't they discuss on.
Well, as I say, I mean, enough. We're not able to go into the details of sensitive security discussions where they happen between the two countries. All I will say is that the claim to Salone over Yenga is not in dispute in any international law. Even when we engage with the Guinean authorities, and as I say, this means we will get acquainted. We invited Guineans on the other side members from the Nongowa, the chiefs, these are then come and they know say historically from them, from the map, everything. That claim they know they're in disputes. Now a question of occupation. And a question of, okay, how we will resolve this occupation in a way we Guinea will feel like say, they're not in danger from we or whatever considerations they get. That's a conversation will happen. So Guinea then claim, the nature of the claim, with that then claim, the fact say Yenga na Saloon is not in dispute. That in a Sierra Leone territory. Waiting the question again, an illegal occupation. And that illegal occupation date, now we try for resolve in a diplomatic way.
So waiting at the current situation now of the people of Kailan, because we see most of them being stage a protest for reclaim Yenga, and that of the one that will be done left Yenga. As of them gunshots away, them being we been move them away from the town. Is it that they don't return back?
No, so two things. One, who we go this the government's delegation we go so in the meetings. One, you mentioned the protests. We talk to the people. We get a nice town hall conversation, and then say within they want like a diplomatic settlement. But like Una, then say they want it soon, now, let make it as soon as possible. Let this thing not delay again. So we don't resolve. We don't assure them say President Bill is personally committed to this issue and is working at it. And very soon we'll get a resolution. So at one point. The second point, about 57 people then be moved, come off from Yenga. Where this confrontation happen and then in come. Government of Salon provide some resources to them for help them for let them repatriate, go back and reassure them say a military conflict not imminent. We're not there about for begin shoot each other between we and Guinea. We don't assure them of that day. We don't provide them some additional support. Some of them don't begin go move back, but we know say again it will take a process. But we engage with them and the security forces we did it, the local authorities we did it, and they in touch with we resident minister we did it as well. Go there again and make a personal commitment. This is a government-wide approach. We engage them because this affects them because on a daily basis as well. So we engage them and figure out how the concerns that we then get. Then go understand what in government they do, and then go also know how they try for address and concern them. So now then see they will try for do over the past weekend.
You might agree with me, say if not for just go assure and reassure the people of Sierra Leone within other parts of the country, say government is on top of the situation and they negotiate for ensure say then safety paramount. Not to the first time this way it don't happen. Now information where they don't get back to back. What's different this time? This particular information where una go give. Is it together with the authorities them from Guinea because they concern not to the assurance where they get from Salon, but the Guinea side when not agree for go according to agreements and where they can get with the government of Sierra Leone?
Well, I think again, I continue. One, then see the level of the government authorities already. We need for briefly on the progress we don't make so far and the commitments of government for defend we land. And part of the commitment, frankly, now the robust military presence, we then said don't see na Sokoma. Sokoma they overlook rights as well into Yenga. Again, we option are not for going to military conflict, not for going to war, we don't want for shoots each other, Guinea, then our brother and sister them, now people them. But the people of that area they go see say government only abandon them. Government deal with them, and that this issue get the highest attention of the first gentleman of the state, the commander-in-chief. We know about this issue very well, and we're in touch. As I say, sometimes we President Bill do certain things we're not able to understand. Even we go Gabon, you know, go Gabon no more. You see, again, check the rules na Gabon, other than the way they did. Meetings happen behind the scenes, conversations are happening, other follow-up conversations are happening. Within this delegation, good enough for go tell the people and say your government not do forget Tuna, your government no do abandon Tuna. We deal with Tuna, we work with Tuna, and we work for the resolve this issue.
Mr. Minister, allegedly, people raise concerns say the Guineans say they mine on a particular point say we make they no want for move away from Yenga. How best you go for clarify, because plenty of people look at Yenga as a strategic area, and aside way they know they raise concerns say the Guinean forces they mine at that particular region.
I like to avoid speculations as always until we get definitive, authentic reports. I'm not can come and can tell you yes or no. So on this issue, we not get any reports there about mining activities, and it's something we will look at. And if it's part of the issues that we take in consideration, that's something we will be addressed for sure.
All right, Mr. Minister, no say you urgently they move for go do another official engagement, but quickly, let me just use this opportunity on another development. We see on the 2nd of May, the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, where you the head, being issue a public notice. Also, una say the removal of illegal street signs, banners, and posters. Let me just get some from you clearly, quickly. Waiting the ministry refer to illegal street signs, banners, and posters. Where on one for pool.
So maybe if you watch we country now, not to just the city, everybody they grab and erect poster, banner, then you they go print and then can and put some middle of the streets, then put some and they cover street lights and they cover pedestrian crossing, and they affect traffic, then they affect the beauty of the country, then they affect this now. I want to be clear. His Excellency the President now instruct for to convene this meeting. This not for say this now. This came from the first gentleman of the state. He asked the Chief Minister for convene this meeting. The Chief Minister called all the major authorities that we informed. People don't know say we come by erecting posters and signs, especially big billboards and banners. It include SLIA, it include the Freetown City Council, Ministry of Local Government, Ministry of Information, because they're not advertisements, they're public adverts. So this it's regulated. So we include IMC, we include Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Energy, because some of the facilities we didn't use now energy facilities. So this is a broad-based meeting. We look at all the issues. We set up a technical team. We look at we get some lacuna at the law, some loopholes and some gap there in terms of the regulations. Maybe not all man understand. FCC then they collect. FCC then they collect money. Anytime you erect, then they collect fees. We not a mandate. That's fair. But then, how would they ensure say we collect fees? It is properly regulated, not just in terms of content, but how people they put out. I think Boko Sierra Leoneans and they agree with we say this it just be done rampantly. So two things the meeting may resolve. One, all the illegal one, including political one or commercial one or business one or irrespective of whose party you do, was it in a streets, just in a streets, you did so you know erect them properly, you know go take license and fees for the pull up. Gone. That's the first step. And I know say the police they act on that over the weekend. The second thing is we say that we make the process predictable, clear, let everybody know waiting for do and how you go be able for do. If you want to do like public adverts, you want to do street signage, waiting who that go be involved, how FCC go get everything supposed to get, self government get everything supposed to get, but we keep the city safe, we keep the city clean. I make you watch at the end of the release, we say it's not really a civic call. We all get a duty to this community. For our beauty farm, for our keep us safe, for our not just put things all over the city and all over the country. So none of the release been there about.
For so many people, the timeliness of this na a concern. Say amongst all the issues where Sierra Leoneans and don dey raise, government decide say they want to focus on posters, banners, and other things where people don dey erect. Wetin na really the reason behind this at this time? Is it because of political reasons, social or religious banners them where they all over the place?
You know, in general, I can try not to respond to the idea of like gossip where say, oh, so many people let's say this, that. Again, government's job is to solve problems, and government they solve different problems. Government get the ability for work and chew gum at the same time, multiple things at the same time. I understand. I see some people all man don't try. Some people they try for Totogbe and try for say, why government? Which one with them call? You know, look. Politics, it affects we just as well as it affects the opposition. We get plenty of we partisans and banners and we they all over the streets where police pull this weekend. We get plenty of football as said we on the opposition. We get plenty banners and from religious groups. We get plenty banners. Look, this is a simple question of you walk around the streets, it don't become overwhelming. It affects public safety. It affects the lives of citizens. If you go cover street lights, if you go cover street pole, if you go cover sideway pedestrian for work, you use a number for signage. You deprive the council and forget even the resources you're supposed to forget. You deprive forget a beautiful city. You deprive the country, forget the revenue they're supposed to forget. Then you make as well the streets are congested and it become an eyesore. It's a problem that government can solve. And I know people that think, we for solve one problem at a time. No, we can solve multiple problems at a time. And just because we do that press release, by the way, and that one meeting we lasted for 2 hours or 1 hour and a half, no means we'll not go to the put lock off or go do another major town hall. No means we'll not do independence. No means we'll not even deal with Yenga. So governments can solve and engage on multiple issues at the same time. That make government take.
So how pressing this issue of banners and posters be we make una decide for take a mop at this time?
I think I don't answer that question, Legislator.
So how pressing it be for the citizens?
I just don't answer that question, Legislator. I say it affects the cities overwhelmed, eyesore, and all. And government would say, probably, I don't know what's not the basis of the question. Say government for which say something become pressing before government.
Are they ask in terms of prioritizing waiting the public they ask for? Let's say for example, people and want let governments look quickly into water, lights, and issues of their daily bread. Now we talk about posters.
Mabel, now this then call Allah be careful. This nine and say governments, if be way of what's then called binaries, or this fallacy say if government puts out one press release for one thing means to only work on energy. They can't say everything a priority, the responsibility, the sacred duty with the citizen and the government. Now for address all priorities all at the same time. We address energy, absolutely. We address water, but it not mean for say me as Minister of Information and Civic Education or INC ready for regulate or local government was supposed for do this and problem and we say, oh no, this gutter we need to clean it because it's in light problem day. No, government in job is to solve and address multiple problems simultaneously. The notion of the question suggests say if government deal with street sign, we will take 10 minutes or 1 hour. Means say, deal with that means say, not even deal with the other problem. I explain to you and to the people of this country say that's not how government works. We can solve multiple problems at the same time. And the Ministry of Energy, they're busy right now, they address energy issue. We, today, I did put local right now, I didn't wait for go put local. I don't stop because I want to make sure say this call, I take them and engage you now. But I go now, we'll go do put local. We have about 10 government ministers. They go engage the citizens on put local, waiting government they do on a civic day on for give accounts to people left. We just do another major event. My colleague the agriculture, they do other thing. Education, they're busy, they conduct. So government can do multiple things. So the basis of the question for me now, it's kind of you say that question, the basis of the question is faulty because we can do multiple things at the same time.
So, Mr. Minister, like you mentioned about engaging other different MDs and people responsible with regards to them banners and things that we're not supposed to do on the road. So how best una don't do and when the enforcement get for start?
I just want to explain and they say one police begin take down the banner they spend this weekend and they do the one way they especially with the block traffic, with block road, we did outside for they don't pull this weekend. Me, I witnessed some of that operation and they continue. The second thing is a technical team don't be set up. We will get reports from the technical team and they meet again this week on looking at all the regulations. This is a work by the way in the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. We don't start a while ago for look at regulations and look at particularly how we put in place the right regulations for govern public signages. By the way, this careful deal with things like even obscenity, because of the capital rights na billboard put out. It needs to be regulated. And this it's basically just our job. Government in job, government in job. And you can't say, oh, why Minister of Information they do their work? We right now lights not in. No, Minister of Information can give you public information and solve one problem. Elect light not in. Why would they deal with the light problem? That frame day is not correct.
All right. Well, as to wrap up the interview, let me just wrap up with how we've been start as a way of reassuring Sierra Leoneans them na Yenga. Wait till you go left to them as a message from the government of Sierra Leone regarding the security.
His Excellency the President, the Fountain of Honor, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Julius Madabio, is in charge. He has personal commitments to this issue. He did work hard. He been given a word. He will resolve the issue of Yenga during his tenure. And for assure them, say yes, we see the challenges, we see the setbacks, we see some of the pain we will all go through. And next thing I make for me, even the people we blast for me or I see and they call me ministry names, I understand, because it's a passionate issue. This is about we country. And when passion is involved, people can say whatever they say. But within the commitment we get is not to respond only to the social media hype right now. But that we are working hard at this problem. And inshallah, this is about the fairness.
All right.
So once and for all.
All right. Many thanks. Where you join me at the breakfast show this morning.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, that's been the Minister of Information and Civic Education. We na Chernoba been the talking that interview they also we been start for talk about the issue na Yenga. Now it conclude with and in words he say the President Bio is committed for ensure say under in tenure it resolve the issue na Yenga. Well, Liberty Online TV they continue the discussion. Shortly we go for can talk to the civil society activist, one of them, where over the weekend we see themselves they don't go na Yenga, and they also get a position where they pull based on waiting and go for not. That's not Chadi, the Campaign for Human Rights Development International, then Chief Executive. They join we shortly for we can discuss waiting and go see na Yenga where them been go there. We've been just one for engage the minister because like it tell you now idea on way now they go put locker. We've been just one for get the interview with him before we lost him on the line. So they can continue the conversation. So in case you get any question for us regarding the issue na Yenga, you can send them to the number +23274 200 545 or drop them in the comment section like how not on they do na different platform them. Also now they watch with this morning. Let me look at more issues and shortly we go come to Chadi and also we go try for link somebody from Yenga. Let we get updates as at this morning waiting they happen they currently. We they continue with the breakfast show.
All right, they continue for look at more issues inside the program this morning. This Bentham the concerns don't they come up from plenty picking them way the name them be left out of the 2025 WAS exams. We will not be able to write these particular exams. We will be see the coalition for principles solidarity then be pulled in position with regards to them picking them we not for write the exams. But let's make the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education in all a press conference for update the public with regards to the exams. Also the minister be raised concern say any principal we then catch the give fake BRS to any student with the write the WAS exams, the logo bet some Tranga one. I'll be part of the press conference and put these reports together. Friday, May 2nd this year, the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education been hold a press conference with journalists them for update the public about the 2025 WAS exams, where presently they go on na the country. The press conference been about for see the ministry work with the Conference of Principals for Secondary Schools, the SLTU, the Anti-Corruption Commission, and the West African Examination Council WAEC for make principals and school administrators them, candidates, parents, and stakeholders them for follow the mandatory protocol for conduct the 2025 West African Senior Secondary School Certificate exams, the MBSSE and the BREAKFAST. The Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Kodran Saki, in the talk, he said the ministry don't know about the fake BRS where principals then they get to student them for write the 2025 WAS exams.
I just want to make advise all the school leaders, please not put yourself in that position. The beginner, we know all man they make mistakes. If now mistake you don't make, we don't tell you say them picking away eligible, we go take care of them. If you take them same picking and they go give them false BRS and we get the evidence, because that's the taken at the picking, we can't go anti-corruption. Now we don't cite them as we partners. And then they know.
Edward Pakara, na CEO na the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, inside in Yun talk, he explained about the entry system to plenty picking then left out of the exams.
But now the information when you input as CAS 1, now they as minister say they capture the biodata of that person. And you're not able to change them during the BRS stage. For example, every learner gets a unique learner number. We assigned to in BRS, into in CAS. If you go, you try for say you take a background, you remove them, then you want put Donald Thomas. You go still remove a background, but when you input the data for that, when you submit, now Edo background name they still show. And one of the questions where one principal may ask, where it say some of the register, they cannot disrupt it. And that is because, according to WIAC, when you attempt for alter a name, it automatically disrupts the whole system.
It continues to say the fake BRS still there on circulation na different secondary schools them all about the country.
Of a fake BRS. Yeah? When you look at it, it looks so genuine. But look, the learner in picture not in an upload image there. This is now one we don't count to notice. I guess several others, but just for me to see. Signed and stamped by the head of that school. Now I go and tell the Pekin say, now WIAC say you know for sit the exam again. And this name, not in a WIAC portal for CAS.
For look at the update of picking them, we for sit the WAS, BECE and MBSSE for this year. Deputy Registrar for WIAC, Maltinda Jusu, been get this for say.
We don't start WAS on the 25th of April. We don't start today. We get one of the large candidature papers this afternoon. So for MBSSE, countrywide, we get 171,099 candidates from 5,141 schools.
Sorry, can you go over that again?
171,099. That's the candidature for 5,141 schools. For BECE, we get 129,838 candidates from 1,984 schools. BECE, 129,838 from 1,984 schools. For WAS, for school candidates, 148,362 candidates from 886 schools. Was 148,362, then 8,886 schools.
The chairman for the Conference of Principals, Abdul Razak, we been the talk, he say Conference of Principals ready for provide supervisors and invigilators for conduct the 2025 WAS exams.
Moving forward with within the head of WIAC, we are now to say they rely on us. Of course, that's very true. Over the years, time in, time out, and also CPSS, now we collaborate with the exams. Now we provide us with the invigilators. Now we provide us supervisors there into the various centers and for the conduct of the exams, which still they will not renege. That responsibility will still be done. And as I talk to you, so now the papers, them, the invigilators, now they set. Because of this timing, the timing of all of them discussion now with the engage on, so that no more we will be able to tell the teachers, they will tell the principals them what is the reality. I want everybody note here as you sit down that CPSS is a very credible organization. we partner into the educational arena that is content.
The minister Korean Saki end up say the ministry they continue for work with all stakeholders for ensure say the school administrators them then comply with the new system we WAEC introduce. We are a must for all schools for do. Whether they give proper identification of the candidates we for write the exams. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Koma the report.
Welcome back. You still watch the Breakfast Show on Liberty TV, and from that report the way Al Hassan Kuruma puts together, we they continue for look at the issue we get for do with Yenga. As earlier we don't talk to the Minister of Information and Civic Education, but we also see over the weekend some of the one them when residents them now the Kisiteng Chief the Musa Yenga Day being protest as them be the raise concern for the government no say them serious and wants for no. Or that really gets Yenga, and also waiting at the discussions them where governments don't they get for let them make them know so that they go be reassured of their safety. Let me just watch this clip as we done with the clip of that short protest. Then we go for can talk to Abdul Fatoma, when are the chief executive for Chadi. Chadi now one of the civil society body them we don't send representative them for go Waka na Yenga and know waiting exactly they happen. Waiting then say fair notes where they can discuss them inside the breakfast show. Let me just quickly go and watch the clip, and then from there we can talk to Chadi.
I don't listen to. Well, definitely when I don't do the wrong thing. And when I know me, they can't buy politics, so they can't buy any good. They always singing that way. Now listen, not to today I can't pray you. Not to this make I can't pray you. So I don't know me can cross, I go. No, go on. I don't tell you now. What I tell you now? If you not believe in me, me like Chuck Norris. That time when I worship you, so that give when I worship you. Yes, sir. So the most of them are not going. But the one them when they be faithful, when they be there, if you not research, they will tell you I say me Chuck Norris. Now me make that's another question. That day when I don't want to open, when I see that attack, that time when they are that day we stop there.
Tell them this stuff. Tell them. You're not savvy.
What I want to show you, if Guinea they say that they are for I don't tell President yesterday. I the the President Minister Nakwenu at the transfer. If the Guineans say that they fetch me, the Resident Minister official in the Kenema. Now, when you are the car open and I had this door. Very good. This shall be fair, Guinean pass any spectacle for someone who come for fetch. Who they try for go now? Yes, sir. You understand? Yes, sir.
Una patience, bro. Una patience.
They try for negotiation.
Yes, sir. One year. One time. Yes.
You can't be bad with that. I swear. They say the when the citizen, the youth of when not even respect the authority of what he said. The very obvious, not so. Yes, sorry. That's what I'm going the same way on affect, like same way this affect. Yes, sir. You understand? Yeah,
no, what did that one people say? No, I'm on.
You don't know, you know before much.
I did not
Only them dark in Umbrake. I can't lay. And I can't be down for you. Yala June, as in a Benya Jokolangon, Memma Dumunya Sikito, but the nine Nila Menum. Yala May. I go pension. Thank you. My patient for Leon, I read the message. That's where they put up now for free time. Look. Give it for Yenga today. Give it for Yenga. He do so. Why will I encourage this short
All right, welcome back. Well, that's a clip of Sierra Leoneans them. We've been in a form of protest. They send message say they want Yenga back, as we've been see the resident minister East when Agbeshe Jusu Jaka Gubes have been address them. Osai be the try for talk to them as to waiting governments they do for ensure say Salon reclaim Yenga back. Well, we continue the conversation like I tell you earlier. We be don't talk to the Minister of Information and Communication, where impacting words with the public based on the Yenga issue was President Bio committed for ensure say under in tenure he able for resolve the issue na Yenga. That's according to the Minister of Information and Civic Education as we interview him this morning. I tell you say we also they can talk to Chadi, when at the Campaign for Human Rights Development International, then if we see, then we get representative, then we go work on Yenga for go know exactly what in the situation sound like. And a pleasure this morning for welcoming at the studio the Chief Executive for Chadi, Wena Abdul Fatuma. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning and thanks for having me.
I guess it's the first time at this spot
when we come over. When we move like this, and
Yes. All right. We don't talk to the Minister of Information and Civic Education this morning. We assure the public say President Bio is committed for ensure say under in tenure where we all know in about 2 years left, and for let it go resolve the issue na Yenga when an outstanding issue we don't last for the past 20 years ago see. But President Bio, according to the minister, assure the public say it will resolve this issue under in tenure. Unana one of the civil society body them we don't go na Yenga lately after we Sierra Leoneans them they make distress calls say they're not safe and then they move gonna other communities them. From una your lens, let we just start for no. Waiting una see where una go na Yenga.
Okay. The situation at that part of this country is very, very appalling, frustrating, and it's a disappointment that we get a constitutional obligation, we place huge responsibility on the government of Sierra Leone for ensure say them protect the territory and the security, the well-being and welfare of citizens of this country. Since 2002 to date, the government of Sierra Leone don't fail the people of this country for protect the territory. Within the Yenga community, you get the Sokoma and the other towns, and now Sierra Leoneans and where they did them forcefully displaced and deprived of the social and economic activities, and even some of the other fundamental human rights. They under serious attack for quite a long time. When we were being done in 2002, that was January 18. Inside the same 2002, the government and the Guinean authorities and signed an agreement for let them hand over Yenga back to Sierra Leone. When they don't make any effort in 2005, then do another acknowledgement agreement again that Yenga, Guinea Guinea recognized for handover Yenga and pull hands there. So that not work. And in 2012 again, the Sierra Leone government again signed another agreement. So when you look at, 2002, 2005, 2012, we don't get 3 good agreements on simple understanding and acceptable situation from the Guinean authorities, therefore handover. In 2013, the Mano River Union also meet on this issue with Helen Johnson Sirleaf na him been chair, that very meeting there. So the president them way been there by then agreed that said the process will start and the return. And here we did in 2005. The Guinean authorities and don't build structure in Sierra Leone land. The Guinean authorities and don't barricade Sierra Leone territory and banned Sierra Leonean people them for letting them participate in social and economic life like agriculture or trade. So now, whilst we been there, Chadi been there on the ground, inside Sokoma and Kwendo, we able to understand say now 50 internally displaced persons register already, we come as a displaced. So even when the government recently called a stakeholder meeting, then take media and the other security sectors meet with the people them and the young people them, you find out that say when they give people them money for return back na Yenga or the other surrounding towns and where they may not forcefully displaced, then say una don't give you this transport, una don't give you everything package for return back, but we not feel safe, so we not think say we go back. So it's painful for you get people in the young country feel so insecure for living at the young country. And when you look at the appetite where Guinea gets, it's now even beyond Yenga because they approaching other villages. The next thing, now a whole district like Kailan, they might take it as a joke, but Kailan go there under them control. Then the next thing maybe go be Kono and then also Kenema and Cambia and Potloko and Kabbalah, then also go there under massive threat. So I think we government need for ensure say we resolve these things once and for all and let the people the way they live in other part of this country feel say they're a Sierra Leonean and enjoy their constitutional rights.
Resolving this once and for all, nothing where every Sierra Leonean I guess wish for at this time, especially where the one that we did we know how things exactly they happen, not based on reports where perhaps we didn't free tongue they get. Don't they move because they are scared of their safety? And a reason why I been earlier asked the minister, waiting really at the grounds where Guinea they stand on, where make the Guinean authority them negotiations on the gone for over 20 years, but up to now, for less alone they claim Yenga don't be a problem. Although for the minister, I say not go disclose high security level conversations them waiting they get regarding that. But based on waiting on I don't go see all the diplomacy way Salon don't use so far, you think say it possible like how the minister don't assure Sierra Leoneans and say under President Bio in tenure, then go resolve this issue? Possibility there?
Well, the thing is that seeing the insincerity from the Guinean part, because not one term, not two term, for 3 good times, they don't sign an agreement, acknowledgement, agreement say, we agree say now when I get this country. So we'll be occupied there during, the time we want for assist now. So when I give it time, we dey withdraw, we troop them and commodity. So we don't see say no appetite, not there from the Guinean authority. Only way to continue to see desperation and dishonest, approach towards this process. So President Nkrumah, President Kaba, they all promised the people of this country that say then go. Even President Kaba, he made 2 good attempts and signed 2 good agreements, 2002 and 2005. And President Nkrumah came and signed an agreement in 2013 again. That meant renewing this agreement, renewing the commitment of the removal. And now, we did towards the second term of President Bio. One thing you know, Liberia don't change. Now the 4th president is since we start this process within this Mano River Union. 4 presidents now in Liberia. And Guinea, we get 2 civilian presidents. And the head of state, you go definitely know the military head of state that way they don't get, because they don't get instability. And for Sierra Leone, we get the number 3 head of state now. Still, we as a country, we not get the capacity for actually protect our own territory. So that's a huge threat to the people of this country.
That land is very strategic for the people of Sierra Leone. From waiting you talk initially, that the government get the mandates, the constitution get the government the mandate for able to protect the country from external aggression and all that. So how you look at it, is it negligence in the side of the government with regard to claiming Yenga?
Yeah, I mean, if you be listening well, that's what exactly I said. The government of Sierra Leone don't fail we since 2002 to 2025. So whosoever have been sitting in those seats to ensure that we, the people of Sierra Leone, we enjoy with full constitutional rights, more the people that we're in at that part, then don't fail we in this country. And government of Sierra Leone need for no say, they don't fail we at this point in time until we get a full reclaim of Yenga before ever we talk about any progressive thing we don't happen towards reclaiming and protecting with territory. So, but what we they say a clear dishonest, agreement from the Guinean authority, because promising once and signing agreement failed, and sign another agreement failed, and sign another agreement failed, and then without any other existing agreement, we are getting an assurance. So even morally, these people then commit themselves and fail. 2002, 2005, 2013. And now as we speak, I'm not aware about any existing refresh agreement, publicly, maybe orally in secrecy, is there existing. So then, will people in another part of the country continue to be subjected to inhuman, degrading treatment, where the Constitution also places responsibility on the government for protect citizens from such aggression or abuse?
From the Salon side, now waiting we authorities and the miss, we make, like you states, different agreements and the USAID, the Guinean authorities, don't they sign, say, then go pull and go back na their own home and left Salon, Yenga give Salon, but they know they keep to them parts of the agreement. Waiting with the miss as a nation.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the one that with the inside government go able to tell me that they exactly waiting in the miss. But waiting me know from public view, we as a country, we're not serious when we talked about security. Even for we own personal security or we own personal safety. We also take that to the national government. So when you look at the government of Sierra Leone and the way then they give support to the military and the police, you see that say we don't get that capacity. There was a time, I think by then you guys were still, in a former place. But one of our reporter, the report say, then go to the Guinean border and see, say the Salon soldiers live in a deployable condition. Even the motorcar, not get tire. Now the Guinean soldier man then pull their own old tire and give your own soldier man then tire. So even the basic equipment there for level soldiers and get for actually parade and patrol, within with coastal line or with border line them, we fall short of that. Now if you go with by force, a Chinese road construction company, now they then put them depot. And in other countries there, one of the biggest military, barracks in this country, they not go ever sublet to any foreign national or foreign company for let it even squat around it. Then they, legitimately allow you for base day, for turn day as, site for dump and clear. So, I mean, we need for step up as a country if we mean business for protect this country and protect the life of citizens.
The International Court of Justice. Now, one way the minister make mention of this morning say, Now the last briefing, the Minister of Internal Affairs been make mention of that. So there is options and there where Sierra Leone can explore. Could this be one of those possible options where perhaps we're able to salvage the situation?
I mean, we for been not used that long since 2013, after 2013, you know, when they failed. So in between 2015, 2016, this could have been a possible, you know, instrument, because this is now one of the peaceful processes for actually reclaim that place with a clear thing. So if the Guinean authority fail for respect the outcome of the court, then definitely now it clearly go show to the international world that say Guinea, they use aggression, you know, on with people there. But now we believe, say, I think government, Guinea and Sierra Leone are one people, and they want for solve at their own family level. But the unsuffering way, you know, the inhuman treatment and the suffering way with people then they go through that part of the country, a very serious concern. Then the appetite of Guinea for reclaiming more towns and villages within that very area is a whole national security threat that don't undermine with sovereignty power.
When we talk with the minister this morning, with regards to security wise, it mentions here the Salone forces they now na Yenga with strong, huge support for ensure say we get maximum security and keep the people safe. We be not left Yenga or come back na the main town.
Kwendu, Sokoma, and the other town are the Salone Security Force, the Joint Security Force. You get OSD and the Sierra Leone Army. And, you know, we being get for tweets, even the flag where Salongo put on a Sokoma, you know, for send a message to the Guinean and say we base here. But the time when the Guineans even go do another surveillance or Sokoma, they may only come across 2 soldiers. And out of 1 dozen and above soldiers that will come out Guinea, you know, from the Guinea and territory we enter. And, you know, these are very sensitive issues for, talk about the amount of deployment, either both sides, how many soldier man we get, how many soldier man then deploy. You know, a very sensitive issue because it will also make them overpower we own military personnel, but the amount of military personnel we don't deploy so far, I don't think say it that much encouraging. We need for improve on that, and the presence of the Guinean deploying heavy rifles, them at the inside, and they for the fact that say then get the audacity for build a structure forcefully. Now we own territory and ban with people then forcefully. Not for enter their own territory. That's a huge attack on the sovereignty as a country. So we need for rally around with government for ensure that say government live up to their obligation inside the constitution for protect the territory of this country and the people of this country.
Is Salone government and greatest fear if they're not able to resolve this Yenga issue at this time, especially we're not to the first time this waiting can see how they come up there.
It undermine with economic activity, because when tensions start rising, when at the talk currently, the fact that now it is on YouTube, AI they already recognize them. So anybody search about national security thing about Sierra Leone, all of these statements they will don't say, then they catalog them and shift them to that person. So when you profile a country, if you want to go do investments, you look first about the stability of that country. So if the country not stable, you not go and go invest your money there, because even you they take insurance, the premium will be very high. So that they make will loss economic activities that will go able to move this country go before. That's one big fear. The other fear now the national security. And with the appetite and interest where Guinea don't they express for ensure say then take over the towns and villages them where we be not abandoned in the sense we not actually try for station military personnel and they for letting they permanently and leave that no matter how small it is na Sierra Leonean territory. So the excuse from government in a very small town we get that no. As long as that area they under threat, the Guineans are very strategic in doing this. They ensure that say they deploy the young men them, not only the young borderline, push bit by bit for 20 years. Look how far they don't come. So imagine another 20 years we there on this, we they sign with them, then they disrespect the agreement. We sign with them, then they betray the agreement, then continue for occupy we own place and reb with people them where they meet there. We go come to a time if not a we own generation, maybe Kenema, Kono, Kabbalah, Potloko and Cambia, they're gone.
As you mentioned earlier on, we don't get three successful governments then since President Kaba came into Anis Baikoma and President Julius Maada Bio. All of them three past presidents and including the current president, they work on diplomacy before we resolve this issue. But up till now, we're not able to reclaim the land. So what do you think say we for do as a country when sure say we able to reclaim Yenga?
I mean, me go support any peaceful means for ensure that say we as a country we regain with territory where currently the Guineans and not occupy. Any possible peaceful means we can go through court and ensure that say we land back and with people that are able to move freely. Recently you see the Guineans tell the people them say they no for can do business activities. So both Sierra Leoneans and Liberians and we be in the other side and then tell and say they no go can do business. But already the business women they may not send them, they market them ahead. So for the money they wake up and see say they want for go and then get blocked by the Guineans and say they cannot have access. I mean that devastating. I mean, you then are young us. We inside the studio. Somebody go to na door say we don't go come on door. We go there. So whatever we want for do, we're very uncomfortable for doing privately among we three. You know how emotionally that day. So psychologically, with people in another part of the country, don't they live in a very insecurity situation? And then anxiety, we're not good for the mental health and for the well-being as people. So, I mean, government of Sierra Leone need for treat this as a very important issue. I think now you see, say, Sierra Leoneans are more aware and pushing government because since that time to today, we don't do a lot of engagement on media, pushing the government for ensure that, say, we get the right thing done for we people that actually in another part of the country enjoy them fundamental rights.
Is it possible, say, perhaps on the other side of the coin, the Salone governments just don't they take their time because when you flip the other side of the coin, the bilateral relationship between Salone and Guinea, the way how Guinea occupy under them being come as a way of helping Sierra Leone for fight the war, so now then the frigate say, they're at war with your neighbor. Is it possible, say, that this don't delay all of these negotiations and when don't they happen?
Well, I cannot say something that I'm not more privy to, but within it very clear to the public, we don't sign a three good agreement. Morally, the Guinean authorities, the head of state, not of foreign ministers, and the heads of states, them, agreed on that and ensure that say then go do the needful. It don't mean say I can't help for hot fire and you host now you don't rebuild the host. You must have bedroom or you pick in your own room and there I go sit down. And for make her go now, after I don't tell you say give me small time at the go, I not go, give me small time at the go. Because you're afraid say if you fire catch you host back or you motor car, I not go come back. I mean if Guinea don't sign up something, the need for respect and promises and within themselves. But if a Guinea they continue for play a very insincere role into this process, then that's not a wake-up call to the people of this country.
So how lucrative the land day we make Guineas still one for hold on Yenga? Because one question we asked the minister this morning, and the fact say people allegedly they say the Guinean forces they do mining activity in other parts of the country.
I don't know how lucrative it is. I don't read any, reports where really tell me say there are mine deposit in that side and it's quite important. But me know they look about the mines deposit on that side. The fact that it belongs to the people of Sierra Leone, even a 5 square meter, that's Sierra Leone land and at the territory of Sierra Leone, we gain independence for protect with sovereignty. And when we declare ourselves as a republic, every territory of this country, for be protected by the Sierra Leonean government. And the Sierra Leonean government since 2002 to 2025 failing, like you said, we don't have 3 administrations in this country within the 2 major political parties, and we don't lead this country. And of 3 administrations for now, as we speak, not able for actually meet the responsibility within inside that constitution for protect the territory of this country.
All right, continue for the between the studio, Mr. Fatoma. Let me just look at messages where the viewers that don't send at the different platform them outside in the watch with this morning. I go begin for read from the YouTube channel. The very first message we go read, Almami Toure they say, if the Guinean government knows and acknowledge that Yenga belongs to Sierra Leone, from now going forward, why not put up timeline if there is going to be any agreement?
The next one I will take from our Facebook page, come from Alhaji Omao. They say the Guinean government wants to take our land, and we are calling on the government of Sierra Leone to stand by the people to reclaim that land.
Alhassan Jallo they ask, say, has the government of Sierra Leone summoned the Guinea ambassador of Sierra Leone over this Yenga issue? Na question where they ask.
Ishmael page they say the government of Sierra Leone need to be proactive enough to ensure that we reclaim Yenga, because we have seen a lot of Guinean troops who have encroached our land, and constitutional wise the land belongs to Sierra Leone.
Baba Cameron at the YouTube channel, Guinea is claiming more land and Sierra Leone is claiming more diplomacy. What a big fool.
The next one they come out from Ibrahim Mambulu. They say, Mr. Fatoma, what has been your own concern with regard to what you met when you traveled to Yenga?
We look at small messages. Abubakar Rashid, they say, one interesting thing now that this government allowed the Guinea army for demarcate Yenga and build barracks. They not do nothing and take action. That don't give Guinea authorities in the mind for take over Yenga as they own. Why not now Salon government wants for pull chest? The Guinean them don't see weakness.
Ibrahim Bundu, now with Facebook page, they say the protest from the people of Kailaun means a lot. It's a wake-up call to the government of Sierra Leone to take actions with regards to the land.
This one from Macmillan Timothy Carter. He said the Yenga border issue reflects a long-standing failure by successive governments to protect Sierra Leone's territorial integrity. Despite clear claims of the land, Guinea still occupies it, and our leaders continue to offer empty promises. This isn't just about land, it's about national pride and rights of the people living there. The government must stop the silence, take firm action, and treat Yenga as a matter of urgency and sovereignty.
Ishmael Kamar, they say, from what we have seen is the fact that the people of Guinea, or the government of Guinea, wants to take up our land forcefully, and we are expecting the government of Sierra Leone not to play diplomacy this time, but we want to see actions to reclaim Yenga.
Alimatu Kamara say our government needs to pay more attention to our armed forces by equipping them to be able to defend our country. This is embarrassing for Guinea to be treating our Sierra Leonean citizens like this, the time with no consequences.
The next one they come on from Mary Saw. They ask Mr. Fatoma, how best can you describe the population compared between Sierra Leone and Guinea? Which of the two have more people in Yenga?
The final one I go read because of time. It comes from Boy Jalo Jamboree. It say, we cannot have government protect the people because we do not do proper research and use international legal instruments. Nigeria and Cameroon had an issue over Bakassi Peninsula solved by the International Court of Justice. Government by personal options, but by agreed facts we call law.
I'll take now the Facebook page coming from Moses Kinamos. It is say we want to see action this time around rather than diplomacy. Diplomacy cannot solve the issue. It's been a long time. The government of Sierra Leone has failed to protect the people of Yenga. We're expecting to see more reactions from the government.
All right, from their message, and they will come over again to Abdul Fatoma, when the chief executive for Chadi. As we go, we don't hear it from the viewers, them of course, then share their own views about waiting and think regarding the Yenga issue. At this point, based on waiting on Adongo see, is it safe for the citizens of this country where we don't left for go back and go settle back now in communities them outside and be don't come out? Based on waiting, we hear the Minister of Information don't say this morning, they don't reassure the people and say it is safe for them to go back.
I nothing say because one, we still not allow for let we go inside Yenga as Sierra Leoneans. So you can only tell somebody say it's safe for go there when you get the passage. But when the passage not there, then you tell and say for go, they go meet the same barrier way run away pa. You know. The situation where we see a really appalling and painful for let you then a your own country, you forcefully be displaced, you know, forcefully, not willingly, not by your own choice, but then forcefully remove you and ask you for left. And if you want for a return, or today you grab, you ain't gonna farm, somebody get for detect to you, say today no farming. In fact, now go sit down a house, now cross over, load una inside boat and car with una. And the canoes and way they now they more the control and direct them. So like when we team go Sokoma, when we talk to the people them na Sokoma, then tell we say since the 19th to the time where we go there, then feel relief. That will be within 3 days period. So then feel relief, right? Because they're not able to see more soldier man and more other people than we come. So that particular township will not be another prime target for the Guinean authorities and for take them back and ask with people then out of there. Because where you dey Sokoma, you dey tin up on top a rock, you dey see inside the Guinea area. It's in very closer to Guinea more than the Yenga, you know. So the Guinean then get interest in that place there as well. But now the government of Sierra Leone play a swift action in terms of deploying, as we speak now, military personnel them and the OSD then deployed it. And the Sierra Leone flag also raised it. And inside Yenga, we they talk about now the Guinean flag currently they na Yenga. I mean, this is not a Guinea diplomatic mission as Sierra Leone. This are an illegal occupant them erect their own country flag for show say they get sovereignty power over that very land. Also they don't mount that flag. And that's now the authority where then they use also for ask with people them for letting them know can they. So even the trade activities where they take place within the three countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea, they also get distorted by this occupant, this illegal occupant of Sierra Leonean space.
So what means there is no Sierra Leonean flag in Yenga?
I mean, like I tell you.
And the security wise, you feel so we get securities based on ground inside Yenga, the silent force, or then they off?
No, we not there inside Yenga. And the sad thing is that the chief Guinea border, a camp meet with we own chief and we government officials na Kwendu, but then we own authorities they cannot cross over. So just imagine even a military personnel with high rank, with the national coordinator of national security, they're not able to gain direct access even with the delegation and the military presence we then go with inside we own territory. So that sends a very strong message, and that tells you clearly that say within the surrounding villages the way been go because the Guinean authorities fire live bullets. That was April 27, and we're very independent there 3 times. But the Sierra Leonean army never respond to them firing, and that create a lot of panic and fear to women, elderly, and picking them for let them left that town and go back. So the situation they actually good. I mean, that's the reason why we ask government for ensure that say the 3 dishonorable attitude of the Guinean authority towards this process will forsake other strategic peaceful means for ensure that say we protect we land as a country and the people the way they live that other part of the country, I mean, live in a peaceful life. So the hot and blow with politics with this, we for actually consider about Sierra Leone, and we for accept say 3 administration done deliberately, as we speak now, deliberately fail the people of this country for protect we land.
Right. Well, many thanks for you joining me at this edition of the Breakfast Show. That's now Abdul Fatoma, the Chief Executive for Chadi, as we they explain waiting Chadi self go see when they may go actually know waiting they happen regarding this issue na Yenga. Well, Liberty TV go to follow up and we're gonna update as and when we get them regarding how situation and development they happen at that parts of the country. Now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left now. Many thanks to the production team na Musa Saukuruma, Samuel, Joseph Thomas, and the rest of the team make on see this edition of the Breakfast Show. Continue for watch Liberty TV as throughout the day we get different content them where we do up on the different platform them outside with the broadcast. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabade. So get a good week and goodbye.
Mina Al-Hassan Koma, they wish you all the very best. Continue for follow Liberty Online TV and ensure that you send in your messages and with regards to the content that we will drop now different platform them. Mina Al-Hassan Koma, they wish you a pleasant day. Stay blessed.
Develop city, then clean, all clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown, and today I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let we start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So with the worker, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packet something, not even a ground where you done. Make sure so you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, in order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. No give you host dirty to the one where the Allah say clean salon, clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. You know, get for Karango, now the one of the two official sites. You know, the Karango Kisibome, you know, the Karango King Tombome. It turns so, it left on a ground. And now we council get a problem, but you said get a problem because now front somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do it you host dirty. We get the one then a council where we don't certify. So then approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody for make sure say the waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies, so you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no outside and day and for let them self go to you so that we no go get that gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach, all the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money pan dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money, I'm not gonna say we're not gonna spend anything, but we're going to reduce some if Fritonians then do the right thing. Because we not go get for go clear illegal dump sites. We not go get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we go able put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want improve the markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money we use for dirty business. You and while we all make up with mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.